For me, this gathering is the first time I've ever been in one in which folks from these different sectors, the practitioners, the media, academics like me, and folks who are engaging with real populations for change are together and thinking about males of color of a variety of groups, and that is truly exciting. I think I'm most proud of the work that I'm starting now, in which I'm trying to translate my understandings of how the economy is changing and what kinds of jobs are going to be available, and how do we sort of make those as accessible as possible to men of color. And that requires some thinking through of how do you get guys out of that framework of, I want to be a rapper, or I want to be a basketball star, into I want to be a physical therapist that takes care of that rapper, or the writer who writes about the performance of these artists, and sort of expanding and broadening the ways in which young men of color imagine themselves making contributions to society and beginning to take on some leadership roles in communities and in their own lives in ways that they often don't imagine now. I've learned so much from the other people that I've been sitting at the tables with and having conversations with, but the thing that hit me strong, I was sort of thinking about how is it that we in academia could hold institutions more accountable and sort of use our power as knowledge producers to put pressure on institutions. And one of the men in my groups, who was a Native American man, said, the strategy you just mentioned sounds really confrontational for me and for people like me, and that's not quite how we would want to try to get change to happen. Instead, we might show up at a legislator's office with a gift, and we might, ask them, keep this gift on your desk, to remind them of our presence and our needs, and it would be a very different way of challenging them to care and to be aware. And I felt humbled by this alternative way of doing resistance, but it reminded me of the need to respect not just the differences, the cultural differences that emerge in the research that we're doing, but also in how we might want to go about doing social change. And that was a beautiful gift that he gave me that I'm going to carry forward.